Peace. It's your boy Romello Scuzz from Undisputed Spit. Before we start this video, hit that like button one good time to subscribe to the channel. Now, what I want to talk about today, a few things to talk about today, boxing news. First and foremost, I haven't did a video or made a post. Well, I did make a post about the Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna fight that happened 2 weeks ago. Ryan Garcia scored a 6-round TKO against the former WBA featherweight Javier Fortuna. This is a good win for Ryan Garcia. Is it the best win or a career-defining moment? No, but it's a solid win. It is a worthy opponent, and he was a champion in the featherweight. So, Ryan Garcia, let me break it down. Ryan Garcia, to me, he got very good speed, and he's accurate with his speed. And he got a good body shot. He does. But to me, Ryan Garcia is so stiff with his footwork. I mean, if he going against like a boxer like David Haney or Vasily Lomachenko, they're gonna box circles around him because his footwork is so stiff. He does have speed. Don't get me wrong. He does have speed. And he did dominate that fight against Fortuna. He really did. I mean, from beginning of the round 1 to round 6 when he TKO'd him. So, and he was so bigger. He was so precise with his punches. He was choosy. He was sloppy a little bit, very little bit, but it didn't matter because Ryan Garcia was going to win. I just didn't know how he was going to win. He got the 6th-round knockout, and that's good for him. But now, my question for myself is: he ready for Tank? I think marketable wise, I think he's ready for Tank. I mean, Ryan Garcia could be a superstar. I mean, he has a look, pause, kind of that Oscar De La Hoya look. He has a gift for gab. He's taught mad shit, and that sells in fights. That's why Adrian Bronner keep getting fights, because he know how to talk shit and it's entertaining. So, yeah, Ryan Garcia got the gift for gab. Again, he's appealing, but he does need that superstar fight, and Tank Davis is the superstar, the A side. He got to have that fight, and I think Tank gonna give it to him in December or next year or whenever it happens. I think that fight is gonna happen. Now will he beat Tank Davis? That's a question remain to be seen. But I think he's ready for Tank Davis. I think it'd be a really big fight. 2 undefeated 135 giants colliding. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of zeros in that division, like David Haney and Ryan Garcia and Tank, and yeah, I mean it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? I think, hypothetically speaking, if Ryan Garcia beats Tank Davis, David Haney must fight him. I mean, first you gotta take care of his business with Kambosos. And Kambosos, speaking on Kambosos versus David Haney, they are fighting October 16th, a day before my birthday. But they fighting again in Australia. I get into details with that another time. Probably the next video. I will talk about the showdown with them, the second showdown. So, well, back to Ryan Garcia. He had a good victory. Now he's 23-0 with 19 KOs. And I think him and Tank is the next fight that should happen, probably in December or next year. I hope soon. I hope it's this year because I think it's a really good fight between not unproven, but like it'd be a bigger test for both fighters. Even though Tank is the A side, but it would definitely be a test. And speaking on Tank Davis, I thought against Riley, he showed discipline. I knew he was going to beat him, but he showed a lot of discipline. How Riley was, talking trash and trying to get in his head, and Tank was very disciplined, and you know what happened to that fight. So, okay, now I want to talk about the Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez, the brother of David Benavidez. I'm going to talk about that fight that's coming this Saturday at Barclays in Brooklyn. Now, this is Danny Garcia's debut in 154. I think this is a good opponent to test out 154. I always said in all the videos and all the episodes we ever did on Undisputed Spit, when we talk about Danny Garcia, I always said that I think he's best fitted at 154 because 154, I'm not saying it's not a good division, but it's better for him. I think 147 is too much for him. It's too much versatility. It's too much high IQ in that division. I'm not going to go through that division because if you're a boxing fan like myself, you should know who in that division and all the great people in that division. I think 154, really, you've got Charlo, Jamel Charlo, and Brian Castaño, maybe Tony Harrison. I mean, it's a good division for him. I think if he just go through a couple of tune-ups at 154, he would have to see Charlo. But first, he got to handle himself with Tim Tszyu. Charlo, that's a mandatory fight. I will get into that another video. But I want to talk about the Danny Garcia's debut, 154. I think he beats Jose Benavidez. I think Jose Benavidez has power, but he has lack of activity. So did Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia fought maybe a year ago. He won, but I think again 154 is his best division to me for the taking, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with Danny Garcia beating Jose Benavidez. I'm gonna say a knockout. I'm gonna shock the world. Danny Garcia really don't knock people out. He just win convincingly. But I'm gonna say a knockout. I'm gonna say a knockout on the knife. Danny Garcia in his debut 154. And maybe he in the ranks to facing Charlo or Tim Tszyu and maybe Tony Harrison, to get his feet wet in 154. So that's all, folks. I'm Romello Scuds. Peace and blessings.